the ceiling, and then if nothing's good, reset, which will put you back up to the ship, saving you the climb up if you find nothing good. And we are off.
All right, and here we go. So the first portal that is available in this is just right here at the criteria map location. And we do see New Life heading directly into Link to the Past, while NDIAZ and Ivan both are heading down to check the Blue Bryn Star locations. And it looks like just some missiles on the Hylia Island. Whoa! Arrows in Sanctuary, but a moon pearl at Link's house.
Well, that's one of the items we need for an early Dark World access.
Oh yeah. What? Is this real life?
I think they forgot to randomize the Metroid part. That is a vanilla morph ball location, everybody.
That happened last night, too.
Oh, we see a nice bomb pickup on New Life's side. They'll help him around Kakariko easily.
Yeah, all right. So early morph ball, really early morph ball, vanilla. That lets us check a couple extra items here in criteria. And the hammer! What?
Nothing special in the dam.
Wow.
So Andy's going to save and quit.
2 out of 3 required items for Dark World access in the first minute. I didn't roll this seed tonight. It's not my fault. Everything else that they've picked up so far looks to just be ammo, a couple item upgrades like arrow capacity upgrade, I believe. Getting a check here at Uncle.
Although that Super Metroid ammo may be important if they never find a charge beam. In fact, for those who do not know, there are more super missiles in this than there are in vanilla Super Metroid.
Yeah.
Solely for that reason.
And Ivan taking a quick hop into that hallway, forgetting that he doesn't have morph bombs or power bombs yet, so he can't actually get through there. New Life giving us a look into Blind's hut, 5 chests here in this location, and having picked up that 8 bomb drop, he'll be able to check the back room as well. Well,
there's mothball bombs and quack.
Mothball bombs.
Alright, looks like we got a jet seed in our hands. It's also power bombs. That opens a lot of Super Metroid right there.
And was a fighter sword, level 1 sword at the Bomb Terizo. So we've got some good items for both games split there. And checking the bottom of the well. Another 5 items here in Kakariko Village. Big 20.
Just an E-tank?
E-tank. Definitely has enough rupees to get through Kakariko. Oh, why not have some more?
Oh, the red cane.
Wow.
We don't know for sure if it's going to be necessary, but there's a very high chance.
Yes.
So unless I'm mistaken, we have not had a map check yet, have we?
No, no map checks yet. Ask and you shall receive. Looks like a crystal at Eastern Palace, a pendant at Tower of Hera, and I believe another crystal at Desert Palace.
leaves 2 pendants for the Dark World, which means we still may not need that Samaria. But they'd both have to be Misery Mire to the lock. And it can't be on the right side against Tower either for the big key.
Alright, and I've been giving us a quick look here at the escape sequence. So far, nothing that's really been a big deal. And New Life is just a flippers or glove upgrade, plus about 200 rupees away from Zora. Oh, Plasma Beam in Zelda's chest.
And Andy accidentally drops a bomb. But that's okay, because he has plenty to spare.
New Life doing the Houlihan room to pick up the extra rupees that he will need for Zora.
Yes, and that will give him enough.
And I've been taking a death warp just to get back to the beginning of the castle tower entrance here. Probably heading straight back to the dark cross room and then the back of escape. Hopefully he grabs a bomb, or maybe finds the boots at the dark cross room, and that would get him access to the 3 chests in the back.
Yes. While dark rooms are not required by the logic, since we don't have a lamp, all of these players are highly skilled and capable of doing them.
Indeed. And one thing that does help out with that is having the sword when you do your charge. The sword does a little sparkle as you're walking by, so you're able to kind of navigate where you're at in the room to make your way through those dark rooms a little bit easier. Ooh, small key, just what he needed. Keep going. Keep going, Ivan. Aw.
Well, without the bombs, there's no guarantee of him getting any. So he's probably feeling much better off just looking for a glove to get down there, since that location is still out of logic and much easier to access with the power glove.
And it was only just a regular missile at the library, and I didn't quite see what was at the maze game, but I'm guessing that if Andy saved and quit, probably
I believe
not.
it was a standard missile back.
Okay. So now we can see here New Life and Andy heading towards the Super Metroid area to grab their hammer, their morph ball, and their, New Life would have to check the bomb chorizo location to find out that the sword is there.
Indeed, and then from there we can expect them to do much more exploration, given that they have those 5 power bombs. Right now, for the most part, the runners are just, backing up, since each side found such valuable items. The runners are just going to pick up what their partners had previously reported as good.
Yes.
So what do you anticipate going to the past players will go? You think we're going to see some mini Moldorm checks, or will they also be tempted into Metroid?
Yeah, I think that they'll likely head towards the remaining overworld checks in Link to the Past. There's a lot of items still available there. The density for items is a little bit higher in Link to the Past than in Super Metroid. Better chance of being able to find more items that way. We still have Mini Moldorm Cave. I know Andy checked the dam. Agina's Cave is open. We have Sahashala, Ice Rod Cave. Quite a few things left.
The first few chests in Eastern.
Yep. And New Life heading up to the Billy Mays room.
And Andy hot on his
Andy's
heels.
Yep. It's a little bit tricky getting up onto that ledge without the gravity suit. You just have to make sure that you jump as you're transitioning from one room to the other, and then you should be able to get the height to go through.
Nate.
Only a heart container and a big bunny, so good finds for the heart container, helps out a little bit in Link to the Past, but it's not anything that's going to be missed. You may not see NDIAZ or Ivan head back there.
Yes, I would be very surprised if we did see that.
Yeah.
So I'm about to guess both of them are going to head over towards Green Brinstar from here. Although Andy may go ahead and go for that sword. But no, actually, I think he's... Oh yeah, he's going for the sword.
Well, he may also just be heading to the Terminator room, checking the back of Gauntlet, and going through the vanilla path to Green Brinstar.
As well as Mother Brain missile check.
And Andy making the play here to check this long hallway. One location where we will need to know if speed booster is going to be required for the seed.
We can't get the item, but we can see what it is.
Oh,
it is very astute. They're coming back for that.
Required. Definitely be needing speed booster sometime tonight.
But that information is good news for Andy and Ivan. Meanwhile, we see New Life in Pink Brinstar.
Ooh, Andy, get out of the acid. Ooh, that's kind of close.
Hey, you still had half an energy tank. Oh. And we see New Life doing the Spore Skip. If you stand in a very precise spot, you can open that gap with a super missile.
Yeah, and Ivan checking the mini Moldorm cave, or was trying to check the mini Moldorm cave. He'll be back, I'm sure. Just a pack of blueberries at the spore spawn.
We see NDIAZ checking the dam while Ivan heads to Mini Mortem, which will give us some new item checks.
Only 10 arrows there in that criteria missile room.
And we're about to see a Green Gate glitch from New Life.
Wave
this
room.
is a special one, yes.
Because it's not actually a green gate, it's a blue gate.
It's the hopper room.
And Andy heading into the Bomb Chorizo fight. He will actually have to fight Bomb Chorizo because he did pick up the Super Metroid Morph Ball bombs. And when you have that item, that is what actually triggers the boss to activate, so you have to fight it.
Fortunately, with some super missiles, this will not be a difficult fight.
Yeah, for sure.
And down he goes. Looks like New Life is seeing some more blueberries in Pink Bryn. It looks like he did not succeed in that Hopper Gate glitch.
Yeah, we'll have to come back to the waypoint location there and see what they can find later on.
You know, in the Mini Mortem Cave, so far we have some money and some regular missiles, and I believe a handcrafted arrow. I believe Ivan just got hugged by a crab. Can you confirm?
I do believe that is the case. He did not quite make it to the Ice Rod Cave there. And I'm gonna guess that Andy's heading to Gauntlet. Yep. It's a really tough way to get up to the Gauntlet area without high jump boots space jump or speed booster.
Yes, although with the having regular bombs, the logic does assume you can get up here with infinite bomb jump.
Yes.
On the left, it looks like New Life is doing the mock ballroom.
NDIAZ also takes a death to the crabs on his way to Ice Rod Cave.
There's evil 2 damage crabs.
Bombos at the Brinstar Reserve. Yay, 5 rupees and missiles, so...
Oh, the Bombos is a nice find.
Yeah, potentially our access into some of the Dark World dungeons if required, including Ice Palace.
Indeed.
Oh, wow, finding Hookshot in the Ice Rod Cave. Hopefully NDIAZ makes the decision to head back and check that, because that's definitely one thing that our runners are going to want to have.
Looks like he decided to go check the Desert Legend Agina for now, though.
And New Life heading over to the Edicoons area. There's a couple different items over here that we can check.
Silver
arrows.
Well, again, will be going down relatively easily in Phase 4.
Yeah, for sure.
Just an edge tank and a piece of heart at the end of Gauntlet.
I was curious to see if Ivan was going to actually talk to Sahasrahla to find out where that green pendant was, but...
it's more of a sanity play, I think.
Yeah. What was that? At the Edicoons? Is it just a heart piece, maybe?
Nothing special. Oh, I know, it might have been that space jump I see on this tracker.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it didn't look like nothing. But I knew it wasn't it kind of looked like a spiky little thing like that. Space jump, that's also a really good fight. Andy heading over here to the Brinstar Reserve room. He'll be grabbing his bombos as well.
While Ivan is making his way through the Eastern Palace, going the long way despite having a long hook shot.
Yeah, I was going to say, forgetting he had the hook shot that he could just simply zip across there, but...
He can pay the extra time tax for that piece of heart. With those frustration hooks, I think he realized it.
Yeah. And Andy making the play down to the Edicoons room. He'll also be grabbing his silver arrows and space jump. That opens up Wreck Ship. So we've got our power bombs, and with space jump you can get over the moat.
That is correct. Possibilities just don't stop. In theory, they could also get to Death Mountain at this point by heading through Brinstar, because they have all the items they need to get through that.
New Life being able to see what was there in the back of the gauntlet may not make the trek all the way through, probably only halfway, just to check what the main item is there, the Chozo location. And Andy making play into Pink Brinstar while New Life does the same checks here to check this missile location. Hopefully they'll pop over and check Bomb Chorizo so they can find that fighter sword.
That would be an important item to grab. And in Pink Brinstar, you may see Andy check a couple of things that New Life was unable to. Which is this room right here, which requires a super missile. as well as Morph Ball. Just finds a pack of missiles.
Yeah, and I don't know that I saw anything in Eastern Palace that was super helpful or any sort of progression. And that I did for sure see both the map and the compass picked up. So
that means there will be an item on Almos.
Yep.
Of course, it's crystal, so they're going back there anyways. And we see Ivan and NDIAZ heading back to Super Metroid.
NDIAZ remembering to turn on his plasma beam. And Newlife making the play over this little mountain next to the ship heading towards wrecked ship. That'll be some new checks for us there. Ivan heading down from this wrecked ship. Yep. The vanilla power bomb location. And Andy going for the wave glitch here.
It's certainly easier to do this glitch if you have the high jump boots.
Yes.
And I would not be surprised if Ivan goes all the way through here down to Northvale up to Death Mountain, since with a hook shot and a hammer, he has all the access he needs.
Yeah.
And he gets to check behind what was behind that wave beam room. It's just a hot container. So that's good news for Newlife, as he didn't miss anything in special.
True.
Wow, at Power Bombs, we have the Master Sword!
Wow! All the swords, all days in Super Metroid. And Green Hill Zone holding just some missiles. And Newlife with the full play over to Red Ship instead of just the Red Tower check.
We would like to see Andy check the X-ray room. The space jump makes that pretty easy.
Yeah, this room's a lot easier to do with space jump or grapple.
I'm pretty sure logic requires that you have one of those two things. But I could be mistaken. We see the screw attack down there on Ivan's screen from the Spazo room.
Oh, yeah.
Just missiles and X-ray. Bunch of rupees in the wreck ship. Pretty sure it means that we're going back to see our first Metroid boss fight. Fantoon.
Also getting a peek here in the high jump location. 50 rupees. And we'll probably just check the rest of the way through. Power bombs.
Well, given that they only have 5 right now, that could be pretty nice.
Yeah, for sure. Blue mail. Andy picking up the screw attack as well.
Hardly surprising, given how useful that is.
Yeah. Did Newlife check the one item in Wreck Ship that you can get to before you kill Fantoon?
Yes, that was 300 rupees. And he grabbed them. You see Andy heading over to Craig's lair.
Ivan on Death Mountain. With that hook shot, he'll be able to check quite a few things.
First, it's going to be the Spectacle Rock Cave. Oh, a temperature on top of Spectacle Rock whenever the mirror. And a bottle of you. First bottle, actually. So he will most likely grab that.
Nope, he won't.
Meanwhile, while we were talking, I believe we missed Andy grabbing the bow, based on the tracker.
Yeah, that's right. It was at the Kraid missile location. Ivan making the play to grab the old man from the cave.
It's an extremely useful darkroom trick, because this will let him be able to save and quit up to Death Mountain. Which in this case also gives him easy access to Lower Norfair. I mean, to Upper Norfair. His new life better be careful. One more hit and he's dead. Picks up some health.
Ooh, dodging those fire flames. A little more health. Nice. Ooh. Get him with his super. No!
You're making things tense for
He's
us.
gonna had it.
Meanwhile, Ivan's getting deadlocked.
Yeah, and Kraid only has a big 20, so.
True, but you do have to kill him, so.
Yes. No!
Life takes the death.
Oh man, that's so rough. It was so close.
That is going to be a serious time setback, given that he's all the way back at the ship. Ivan checking Paradox Cave. Find some health for both games.
And just so everybody's aware, we are getting just a little bit of sync going on with Ivan's timer, so we will see some pause time here on some of the other streams. Boots!
Boots in the Paradox Cave.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna go so fast!
And Ivan drops the hover. Will he try again, or will he just bomb jump that gap? Well, we see New Life heading down here with revenge on his mind. Skipping the 300 rupee pickup this time. Well, Ivan will check the Tower of Hera, which... Or maybe he won't check it. He decided to go somewhere else. See some blueberries on the floating island. And now back to Tower of Hera. Uh-oh. That's the key to the basement, and which he cannot do without a fire source.
Yeah. Still a chance that the big key could be here, though, and then an item, hopefully just a dungeon item in the basement. Okay, never mind.
Everyone's favorite dungeon
Come back
spot.
another time. It is a pendant dungeon, so hopefully it's not going to be required items within, but we shall see.
There's boots. The Spiral Cave is a nice fast check.
An X-ray at the spiral cave.
Probably not something we'll be seeing Andy grab.
I don't know. It's really fun to microwave bosses in Super Metroid.
True, but without a charge beam, you can't do that.
Yeah, but I would probably still pick it up.
And New Life claims his revenge, sending Fantoon back to wherever he came from.
And Ivan is picking up that bottle with the green glue.
Yes, time to check the sick kid in Kakariko. Strange that we still haven't seen a glove upgrade yet.
Yeah, my bow or mirror prediction was off with Andy finding that at Kraid's missiles.
Well, I mean, my Total Lock Morphar prediction just did not happen.
Yeah,
That's probably for the best.
Flippers there in the Bonk Rocks cave.
Alright, well, that puts 5 items in logic. And it looks like we're about to see Ivan check the Lumberjack cave. And he going picking up his hook shot.
Yeah, and with Flute at Lumberjack, getting all the way to Hookshot Cave, or to yeah, I'm gonna call it Hookshot Cave now. The Ice Rod Cave is a little bit of an adventure. It's a long way all the way up there.
It's like Ivan is farming that crab for some extra red rupees.
And Andy here in the Paradox Cave. Ivan has already checked that. So for now, yeah. With Ivan having seen here what the
Lumberjack cave
has, they're going to be looking for their lantern.
I wouldn't be 100% surprised if I see one of these players just go for it.
Yeah,
without
it's
a
very
lantern.
possible.
We're going to see Andy full clear Eastern since he has the bow. Here comes the sick kid check.
And he has a shovel!
Alright. Everybody likes fetch quests, right?
Yeah. So Creedmore65 in chat saying, what is going on? This is a combo randomizer between Super Metroid and Link to the Past. Both games are in the same ROM. Both games' items are split between both games. So you can find Super Metroid items. Is that the Ice Rod? Is that the dig game? I guess it's not a dig game. Dig spot. Ice rod, nice rod. We'll have to see if that will be required for Turtle Rock. Seems like every time you get the ice rod early, Turtle Rock is never required, so we'll have to see how that goes.
You know, I thought it does seem to do that, doesn't it?
Then again, with Bombos, Fire Rod may be the rod that's the trolley trick today.
Oh, believe me, it could be quite trolly. Mimic Cave, anybody?
All right, Ivan checking Old Man Under the Bridge here. There's your gloves! Dark World Access.
Yep.
Let's go, Dark World hype!
In this case, we're likely going to see him check and see if Misery Mayo is a crystal or not. If it's not a crystal, they may decide the flute isn't worth it.
Yep. There's still a couple things that you can check, and if you don't get the book, that's your Desert Palette access as well, so we'll still have to see what goes on.
Well, New Life is making his way through the wrecked ship.
Yep, checking the attic locations here on the right side. This missile, and then heading... Ooh, Can of Burna in the waterfall cave.
And an E-Tank off on those.
Alright, so that's both items from Eastern. And our first crystal of both teams.
35 minutes.
I've been also making a quick check over here to King Zora.
And it's a life lesson. Don't give your money to strange fish.
The gloves were at the old dude under the bridge.
Alright, I want to hear your predictions for how much hype this hype cave will have.
I'm gonna go with just a 5 out of 5.
See, I was going 5 out of 5.
Yeah, okay.
I was thinking
check.
the 7 out of 10.
Green pendant at Ice, 5 and 6 crystals are Misery Mire and Swamp Palace, and the last pendant at Skullwoods.
So that means we do need the flute. So we will be killing Aghanim.
Yep, and with Turtle Rock, also a crystal fire rod will be required. Potentially could be the equivalent of the ice rod hunt this seed. Alright, so Hype Cave, I suspect that it's likely going to be mostly ammo or, you know, a red shirt.
You got red mail, red rupee.
Ooh. I'd say that's kind of like a 4 or 5 because you got the red mail and a fairy in a bottle.
That's a lot of safety for Link to the Past.
Yeah.
Although they may have to dump that fairy if he ever wants to death warp.
And Andy making the same play over to Wreck Ship. He'll be finishing off Phantom. NDIAZ over here. Checking out Spectacle Rock. He still hasn't gone back to the Ice Rod Cave, so they do not know where Hookshot is. And without Mir, they're not going to be able to get to the right side or up to the Hera area.
You see New Life heading towards the bowling alley. And with that, it'll be his last couple of Wreck Ship checks complete. And not much, if anything, of value here. Ether at the digging game. So we have all 3 medallions.
Nice.
Apparently people here like burying nice stuff underground.
All right, and NDIAZ getting his kid check. He'll find his shovel, hopefully hop over to the dig spot and pick up his ice rod as well. Ivan finally getting his chance to come to the back escape here after already checking the Dark Cross room. We should be seeing what these 3 items are. Having boots, he could just dash at that little door entryway without having to use a bomb.
But he gives us the bomb anyways. And gets more bombs in return.
Bomb
Plenty of them.
back of escape. And Ivan starting out his Fantoon fight. Looks like he's getting a slow rotation to start. Doing a good job with some dodgers here.
NDIAZ does grab his ice rod.
And Ivan with the Village of Outcasts check. There's a lot of items here, as well as the
Although he may go for the front half of Skull first.
Yeah. It's a quick check. And with only 2 items, you potentially may be able to find both items in Skullwoods and not have to worry about heading back, as it is a pendant dungeon. Ooh, just as that super on Fantoon. Gets it done. Very well done. NDIAZ making that play back over to Ice Rod Cave. Hopefully he won't be too frustrated at the fact that he's left Hookshot there for quite some time.
Well, I can't imagine he'll be too happy either.
And Ivan is making the dip here into Skullwoods, checking the first chest is the
Spring
spring
ball.
ball.
Maybe a pendant dungeon, but it has good items inside.
And a mushroom. There you go. First 2 chests you open, first 2 items you need. Get out of here.
And with that mushroom, they also have the possibility for a fake powder.
Exactly. With that cane of Samaria, that makes and the hammer. So that's pretty smart idea to check that. Alright, so Skullwoods is all but completed unless something ends up on pedestal.
That is correct.
And just a quick thank you to TechGuru8 in chat for 10 months of subscription to Speed Gaming. Thank you so much for supporting Speed Gaming. They are awesome and help us with all of these fun tournaments. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
And from the chest game in Village of Outcasts, we're gonna get the Spazer, which really isn't that great since we've seen Plasma already.
And having checked that E-Tank location at the back end of the wrecked ship, seeing that it isn't an item he's going to want to pick up or keep, he's just going to do a reset back to the save just before this area and head up through the attic.
Well, he'll be promptly disappointed. Well, not promptly, but he will be. So far, nothing special in the Village of Outcasts, but there is still the Thieves' Den to check out. And NDIAZ is going to get his X-ray very soon.
mean, all they need is charge, and they'll have their awesome microwave beam. So 2 out of 3 for that isn't bad. I would probably still be excited about picking that up.
Oh, and New Life gets the screw attack. That's good,
Nice.
because that's a location that can easily be overlooked.
But everybody goes to the Spazer location. Everybody loves Spazer.
Everyone loves Space, or just not the location. Oh,
High
jump boots!
These boots are made for jumping. Just see some bombs at the back of the bowling alley. I didn't see that before.
New Life gets his bow from the Kraid power bomb spot.
Nothing coming out of Thieves Town quite yet, with the exception of the high jump boots, of course. Have to see if there's anything in the basement here at Thieves Town. And then Ivan with his blind fight. Ooh, New Life just missing that Kraid quick kill. Stupid Kraid hand getting in the way. There we go. Kraid is down. And a big 20 there in Thieves Town. I believe that is all of the items from Thieves Town. Small key, I believe, is locked in this big key chest. Or just the dungeon big chest.
Yes, because it cannot be on blind.
And NDIAZ finding the gloves there after the Flippers location at the hobo. I've been doing a really good job with the blind fight. Finishes it off. Very well done. Gets the fire rod. Wow.
Well, we still need a mirror and a Titan's mitt.
Yeah, I definitely need that Titan's mitt so that we can find out what medallion is going to be required for Turtle Rock. I also anticipate that once they're able to get up there and check it, if they have that medallion, they will probably go directly into it and finish it off.
I agree. And logically, they also need a torch. And of course, the flute from Magnum.
Yep. It also opens up the basement of Hera. And I believe Ivan may be heading... Oh, nope.
I believe Ivan's about to go get his bow.
The bow. And
Possibly in
Diaz.
preparation for a Palace of Darkness check.
Very, very good thought there. Andy, with those flippers, heading straight into the hobo location, gonna grab his gloves.
And NDIAZ getting the value items out of Skullwoods.
Finally picking up his Moon Pearl. Hasn't really had a use for it yet, but now that he knows where the gloves are, he has the hammer, he's thinking, all right, Dark World, let's go. Go grab my gloves. Gotta get flippers first. So and to get the hook shot, he probably likely, after picking up hook shot at Ice Rod Cave, just fake flipper and pick up the gloves from Hobo.
See Andy heading in the southeast Dark World. He'll probably skip that red mail. Oh, I'm wrong.
All right, Ivan has finished up Kraid.
Now on to some mostly retracing each other's steps. Looking at the valuable items that their partners reported to them.
And NDIAZ with the first Dark World for the blue team, finding the information that 5 and 6 crystals are at Misery Mire and Swamp Palace. Ice Palace is the green pendant. And since he's already checked Skullwoods, he's likely thinking, well, at least we don't have to go there. NDIAZ making the checks here into Thieves Town. He'll be grabbing his high jump boots, and so long as he goes through and finishes the dungeon, he will also get his fire rod.
See Ivan about to check the pyramid.
Running into a whole bunch of things. Silly bonk boots.
Yeah, to be fair, that last bonk wasn't his fault.
True. Rocks in the dirt.
Just somebody left some blueberries on the ledge.
Ivan now making the pod play? Yes.
That does leave catfish unchecked. Of course, this is never really a good time to check it.
Yeah, and we know that there's not very much worth at catfish specifically. I mean, getting the waterfall items, not such a bad play. But there's definitely more value in other locations for now. All right, let's check and see if pod is bow locked. I mean, all of our players have it, but just for curiosity's sake, would it be required? What?
The mirror!
That's like the perfect place to find the mirror because it's so nice to have for routing in Palace of Darkness.
And yet, for some odd reason, he didn't just immediately go and use it.
That's true.
And this would be extra convenient for him since he can just get his Eastern Palace crystal as soon as he's finished here.
Yes.
Now, most of the early chests in pod are going to be keys. I believe it's 4 out of the 6 have to be. This prevents you from soft locking.
Finally, getting the big key there on that right side ledge.
I was about to pick up a couple of keys. One there and one below. You know, NDIAZ and Andy are very close together in this Thieves' Palace, although NDIAZ went back to check that big chest, forgetting that he does not have the small key.
Because the small key's in the big chest. Oh, how silly. It's like me accidentally locking my house keys in my house.
It is an unfortunate thing.
Alright, New Life picking up.
Better lock the
boots.
window and you're back in.
Yeah, no. Andy grabbing his fire rod with NDIAZ shortly behind. Dodging fireballs and flying cat heads. You know.
As darkroom chests will be out of logic.
Where could that lantern be?
That is a good question. There are not many available locations left to be checked, given that we need that speed booster to get into Northfield, really.
Yeah, true.
Well, lantern could be in this room right here. But not just a key.
Key. Either.
So the lamp could be in the Tower of Error basement. Or not the basement, but in Tower of Error, I should say. Cannot be in the basement.
Magic bat check.
But let's see, Andy with the fake powder trick. As soon as he empties his magic meter.
A bat.
For those curious, to perform the trick, you have an empty magic meter, you need the red cane and the mushroom, and you go up to the altar, you press the cane, and quickly, like while the noise is still going on, you switch to the mushroom. This tricks the game into thinking you used powder. You can also use this to turn anti-fairies into fairies.
True. But if you're that low on health that you think you need to stop to pick up an anti-fairy, you better be really, really good at the fake powder glitch so that you don't get hit by the anti-fairy and then die.
That is an exceedingly good point.
Because then it hurts and you feel really bad. Andy picking up his nice rod. NDIAZ doing the pyramid check here on the ledge. Missing his spin speed.
It occurs to me if that mirror swamp palace is now available for our players.
True,
That has
and
many
there
items.
are, 6, I believe, right?
Yes, and one of those could have the lamp, which would give us some progression checks, or it could hold the speed booster. That and the Titans meant to be the big items to keep an eye out for at this point. So if we see that lamp, they will go kill Aghanim and get that flute.
We'll have to see what Mushroom turns into today. And it's some bombs.
New Life doing the Palace of Darkness, so he has his mirror, and NDIAZ checking the catfish. What is this be the rare seed? He gives the grapple beam. Well, they have space jump, so unless they need to go to Shack Tool, it's not necessary. I have been going ahead using that fire art to light the lamps in the turtle room, which is not very much fun to do in the complete dark.
Alright, so here on the Helmosaur fight, 17 hammer hits the mask, and that breaks away. Then they're able to switch to their bow. If they remember they picked up silvers, they can toggle that on, and just one single shot to the gem should finish it off. But go on with Master Sword slashes.
Fun fact, you can also use 5 bombs to break that mask.
5 bombs? I didn't know how many bombs it was. Everybody heading to Bob because they know they want that mirror.
Oh, it just opens up so many checks you can make. Even if he doesn't, he might just come in here, grab the mirror, and get out.
True. I mean, grab the mirror, get the big key and a small key, head to the back, finish up Helmosaur, then mirror and do Eastern.
It's true, because the mirror was the only good thing we found in here. Besides, of course, the crystal. Yeah, it's not even one of the good crystals. Nope, he's gonna finish this out, kill him, so I'll get his crystal. A time-efficient play. Because NDIAZ does just grab the mirror and get out. As we see, I haven't finishing up the Eastern Palace. I'll get him another crystal. Putting him and Andy each at 3 when they finish their respective dungeons. So where do you think NDIAZ is going to take that mirror first?
Catfish.
Gonna get the grab beam.
I'm so good. Just
Well
kidding.
done.
I'm not really like that at all. All right, Andy grabbing his big key. smacking that switch with the silver arrows and resetting the room to push those. I can never remember the name of those things.
Appears there's something back here that he wants. Perhaps there's some ammo that he desires.
True. Or E-tanks.
Or maybe whatever in one of those chests that we can't see what's in them. I suppose it is entirely possible that we're just having an invisible speed booster that we can't see because it's dark.
True.
And he is sitting for a hammer yump.
Ooh.
This can be one of the trickier bomb jumps to do in the game.
Be careful, Andy. He got a thing! I don't know what it was, but he got it.
He's grabbing both invisible items just to be safe.
Oh, but he just used that small key. I hope he remembers he needs another key. There you go.
It's like Ivan's about to pick up his tempered sword. And then I suspect we will see the Tower of Herachek.
Yeah.
Ordorm's basement for everyone. Oh wait, no, maybe Spike Cave.
I guess with potion and cane
Yes, he has everything he needs to do
and
this.
boots and hookshot and
The siege has been pretty generous so far.
that
in
was
getting
so
items.
close.
And he better make it to the end before that magic runs out.
He's got it. Nice. Oh,
And reward it with a heart container.
that's not bad. It would have been better if it was a sand cart, then he could have made it out.
Yeah, but then he'd have to use that potion. You might want to save that for something else.
True. Very true.
So we have to do Bombo-sized palace. Like, no, we have a fire rod, never mind.
Yeah. Bombos is still nice because it takes less magic. You crack open that cold stare shell. Andy doing a really good job here in the Dark Turtle room. Coming up.
And yes, thinking about giving microwave to the old Phantom, but realizes he has no charge.
Alright, Andy into the Helmsar fight just as New Life is about to break the helmet off and should be doing a single silver shot to the gem.
I believe we see Ivan heading towards the Swamp Palace.
Alright, synchronized kills of Helmsar from New Life and Andy.
Enjoy that hot piece, fellas. You've earned it.
Ooh. NDIAZ getting an enraged Fantoon, but with the screw attack and space jump, it's a lot easier to avoid those little fireballs. And finishes him off. Very good.
Alright, up top we see New Life heading in to do his Eastern Palace play.
Alright. First chest here in Swamp Palace will get us the missiles. 5 items left. Andy making the play over to Catfish.
We'll receive his grapple beam. Be delighted to know that Shack Tool is now in logic. Or will be in logic once he gets the gravity suit.
And NDIAZ just taking off straight away after finishing Phantom, knowing that there is nothing that he wants in the attic area. He's gonna come down here and grab these power bombs, though.
As well, with no ice beam, you may need those to kill the Metroids.
Woo woo, grapple beam. Right, now we're checking the compass chest here in Swamp Palace. Second one to be opened. Super missiles! We went from missiles to super missiles.
Well, given that we still have no charge, yeah, it's entirely a bad find.
I believe Diaz just got killed by a key hunter. He's gonna have to go do the Phantom fight again.
That is most unfortunate.
Oh, he got killed by a green crab! Oh, that's so not fun. Ivan flooded the key, so he had to mirror out, leave the dungeon, come back in, reset the whole thing, try again. The second time I've seen that happen this tournament.
You should just be happy that the kind program has made it so it will reset.
Yeah.
New Life using his fairy in the dark room. Okay, 45. Just our base.
Alright, and New Life heading into the Armos fight. Silver arrows equipped. NDIAZ once again fighting Phantom. Left side Swamp Palace checks. First is the dungeon map. Second left side chest here is power bombs. We got missiles, we got super missiles, we got power bombs.
Now it's the Andy going ahead and following his partner in here, having checked the graveyard ledge in K45 with the mirror.
Now all we need to complete the Swamp Palace ammo round is the charge beam.
I also, accept like a wave beam or something. That's like ammo.
Just a beam. Let's get it. What? Why didn't it? Oh, no big key yet. That's why.
Yep, the big key is locked somewhere past the chest. Which will be really annoying if there's still an item left in here.
All right, these two chests here in the
Right.
back. Big key and
You get
50.
a big key and a 50. It looks like it's going to go ahead and check that big chest. Taking these stairs up. And taking the light back down again because that really likes to do that in that one spot.
Yeah, it seems like you get stuck like facing sideways in the stairs, and then Link's like, "Oh, I don't know how to do this," and he goes back downstairs. Ah, no charge
And
beam.
air capacity.
I believe that's all. Oh, one more item, maybe. One more item.
So yeah, we have the map. Yeah, there's still one dungeon item left. It's either on that last chest or on August himself.
And New Life also doing the dip into the sewer pool.
And Swap
Bonds.
Palace did not have our progression either.
Boo bombs.
It's all leaning back towards that Tower of Hera play. That's what I'm calling right now. I cannot think of anything left in the logic for them to check. Can you?
No. Hammer? No, they can't get to Hammer Peg. No. There's gotta be something in Hera. I'm trying to think of even Super Metroid locations that they could check. Without Varia or Gravity, there. I mean, maybe a Hell Run to Bubble Mountain? Because they do
It'd be
have
out of logic,
Space
but
Jump
they
and...
could do it.
I don't know.
But we know that Hell Run won't get them Speed Booster.
Just trying to think of any other locations in Super Metroid that they may have been able to check that they just
And he
skipped.
makes, even with the Fighter Sword, executes some very fine spin strats.
Yeah, it's very, very well done. Alright, so I've been making the Hera play.
And it is understandable that they put it off for this long because it is a pendant dungeon.
Old Mother Brain. Under the Mother Brain tank with screw attack and power bombs. You should be able to check that. I don't know if
I
I've
didn't
seen
check that on
anybody
the way.
get that. I don't remember if anybody did. Chat can correct me. I could be wrong.
Andy just thought of something that wasn't on Death Mountain.
Yeah, and Kamikaze Sloth in chat, in those dark rooms, some of the items that we may not have seen could potentially be something like Speed Booster or Super Metroid progression that we haven't realized they picked up. Potentially Gravity Suit. We did check Agina. It was just some bombs.
There's a big key.
I can't think of anything else.
No, looks like he is setting up. Gonna pick up a Master Sword here, as he never got the one in Red Tower.
Yeah. NDIAZ making the play to the front of the gauntlet. I'm pretty sure that New Life checked only the back.
And off last. Up, gravity suit. That
Wow.
is our progression item.
There it is.
Tower of Hera. That opens up a lot of items in Meridia.
Yes. Yeah. Lots of. A lot of things everywhere.
He's going to go ahead and check the mold on, as he does hold an item. Just stock container, so there's a decent chance we'll see Andy just escape once he picks up his gravity suit.
Yeah. Hopefully nothing's on pedestal.
It'd be the hope, although, that lantern could still be there.
True.
There are no dock rooms in Skullwoods or Ice Palace.
And taking a look there at Ivan's screen, he doesn't have any other Super Metroid progression items that would really have been helpful in any of the dark rooms. No speed booster, so I don't think that that's anything else.
So there are still a couple. There's one item he definitely can't get without speed boost 2, and another 2 that are logically locked. He cannot get the super missiles in the aqueduct. There's a trick you can do to get the 2 speed locked items.
Snail clip. Snail clip.
I really want to know who figured that trick out.
Yeah, who can say? And just as you predicted, Andy noped right out of Hera after picking up the gravity suit. And Ivan shooting the poor little baby turtle. So it went scooting around in the room. Feels bad. Mama Turtle with the no progression.
I have been not having the base jump, pulling off some gravity suit tricks.
Yep. We do see Ivan heading down here to Aqueduct while Andy heads north to the Sandy Beach area and the Wishing Well or Watering Hole. Kind of splitting up the route here.
Well, that's why. It's one of them find something specially owned. It looks like NDIAZ will be getting his gravity suit shortly.
All right, and
I have an
Ivan,
opting out of the blind snail.
he did check the first item just by hopping up on that side, but
But the other will forever be a mystery.
yeah, well, we may see it. Missiles on
Empty
that
right pit.
sand pit.
Now, he may leave the left pit for Andy to check. Grapple. Which I do not believe I saw Ivan pick up off Catfish.
Yeah, he has not picked up grapple. And are you going for the snow clip? It's a little low, I think.
Yeah, you had it and then let it go too far. Bottom set. In the left bit, we see some blueberries and didn't quite catch that last thing.
Oh, he's going for it. Oh no, he's resetting it now.
And the snow clip rewards you with missiles.
Yeah, nothing great. Looks like Andy's planning to save, and he may be heading down the right sand pit to then pop over to the right and check Shack Tool with his grapple.
Everyone's favorite check.
So potentially the only items left here in Meridia besides Shack Tool are the Botwoon energy tank, anything that's behind Dragon as far as the actual item behind Dragon and Plasma Room, and the item just before Dragon, which I believe is Vanilla Missiles.
I believe you're correct.
I'll just see if Shack Tool is the one today.
Randy gets to take a nice little rest while he waits. Shack Tool to dig through all of this dirt.
Shack Tool, Shack Tool. I love Shack Tool.
You know, he's just one of those, small things that helps make Super Metroid so special. So NDIAZ does have his gravity suit now, and he will find out that Joel Dorm has nothing but a heart container.
Yeah, and depending on what happens here at Shack Tool, Ivan looks to be heading to Catfish. That's the lamp. Oh man.
Well, you know what that means? We get to see 3 more Shack Tools, most likely.
Yeah. Yay, Shack Tool lives. So definitely a pretty tricky location for that lantern leading to Aga.
And for that flute to truly be helpful, we still need Titan mitts. But then again, those could very well be in the Mire shed.
Yes.
Oh wait, no they can't. We have no way of getting there.
I mean, depending on what...
We have to get Speed Booster first.
Yeah.
In which case, they don't actually need the flute.
I mean, Ice Palace is completable. Potentially could have something there or behind the green
Not without
pendant.
mitts, it's not.
Oh, dang it.
Those evil mitts.
Slippery little suckered mitts.
Yeah.
Alright, Andy checking the Ice Beam location. Really good mock ball. So Ivan is making the play to the Ice Rod Cave Dark World location, the shopping mall.
Which will get him into the back of Meridia.
Yeah, do you think that he will do Dragon first and check those items and then leave by the way of the Shack Tool exit?
It seems likely to me since he's going to want that lamp.
Yeah. So the Ice Beam was a blue potion. We're going to go check Crumble Tower and see if there's anything over here. Andy may head all the way to Crockermire. Just missiles.
And there's the speed boost.
Well, there's our fixed logic for Varia that opens up our Mire access.
Yes. And by putting a dampener on those Aga dreams. And I believe we're about to see Andy go straight there. So there's not much point in doing hell runs when there's an perfectly good in-logic speed booster for you.
Alright, Super's there at the missiles before Dragon, so...
Sadly, we still don't have charge, so we don't get to microwave him.
No.
The remaining boss can't be microwaved,
Yeah,
as far as we know.
Oh, sorry. Looks like NDIAZ is heading towards Aqueduct. He may go the vanilla route to go through Batroon. Oh, he's going to check Sandy Beaches too. But I'm curious if they'll think to check Shaktul prior to Dragon and the other items ahead of that. Maybe something that they decide to do last.
Appears to be short charge strats against Dragon.
Hopefully we get a blue suit. I like the blue suit. Ooh, nice. Andy heading over here to the Batroon E-Tank. He'll be grabbing his speed booster shortly. Wow, they both made that fall.
I do believe that is a blue suit.
A blue suit. Samus has upgraded to the blue male.
For anyone ordering this, allows you to basically save one shine spark.
Yeah.
Which can be a way out of here. But I'm thinking we're about to see a suit change trick.
NDIAZ is here at the Aqueduct room.
He does have grapple, so he can get that lamp.
He's also going for the snow clip. New life deer in the dig spot in the dark world. There we go, getting his ice rod. So he should also be heading towards Tower of Hera shortly to be getting his gravity suit. And Dragon is dead. Ivan heading to Plasma. Get a look at what's here. Could potentially be Charge Beam, any other nice ice rods or anything, or ice beams that could potentially help out with Torian, Mother Brain. Or $50.
Oh, those. Yeah. Sometimes you just get rupees. Although at this point, all the ones have all the rupees they need.
Yeah. Right. NDIAZ is making the play to check Shaktul before heading over to Dragon, so they will know where their lantern is. And then I suspect they'll probably head towards Dragon afterwards, picking up their speed booster. And then they may be thinking waterway and anything else such as the criteria power bombs.
The shuttle sighting 2. And I can just feel the frustration right now from NDIAZ.
Yeah. I don't think that Ivan is even going to bother going to Shack Tool since it's just Lantern there. He was probably pretty confident with being able to do Darkums.
If he's confident with this total arc and Misery Maya, I could see him skipping it.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I wouldn't.
No way would I feel like I could do that.
Yeah, here comes Andy to grab the Varia suit, which only his team knows about right now. And it may well be a while before Newlife88 checks that location. But hopefully they will soon, so this race will be interesting.
Oh, chat letting us know that NDIAZ did check the criteria shaft power bombs.
Okay, then they do know.
I must have missed that. I know I saw him in that hallway, but I didn't notice if he had checked it, so...
NDIAZ wants that flute, I think.
Yeah, he does look to be making the play to Aga. He did not go to Botwin. He did not see Speed Booster.
Oh, that's gonna hurt when he sees it.
Ooh, I've been missing that jump. Waterway is just a heart container. So I think the difference that's going to happen here is that New Life taking this back path to Meridia, similarly to how Andy and Ivan split it up, he will probably go check the bot turn item either after Dragon or before and see that speed booster, and then NDIAZ, I anticipate, will likely just mirror out and leave Aga. At least I hope.
That'd be the reasonable play because they have everything they need to access Misery Maya from Lower Norfair. They have they have space jump and Varia.
Right, and we do have Team Farts on the right in the red. They are only Titan Smiths away from go mode. And so that means that Pedestal is dead because Titan Smiths can't be on Pedestal. So R.I.P. Ped.
Yep, this balance will not be entered. So can we see Ivan going to pick up that space jump? Which he's going to need to avoid that Aga fight. And actually, I think NDIAZ will make it to Aghanim before New Life sees that speed booster.
I just about had a heart attack. I tabbed over to the other race that's going on right now just to make sure that it got started and everything was going okay. And I saw the runner in the top left didn't have gravity or Varia anything, but I was like, what happened to New Life? That was really scary. All right, so Andy making the play here to Crockermeyer.
Poor Crockermeyer, just minding his own business, and you storm into his house, shove him into a pit of acid.
Five items here in this location. First one being the book.
Well, that's some alternative desert access. And it... Yes, alternative desert access.
All right, well, New Life did not go straight to the Batu E-Tank, so NDIAZ is going to finish Aga.
How many blue balls will he get? I was watching the first few, so I cannot be light on to count them.
Really nice shine spark across here. It's one of my favorite tricks. Only missiles.
But we still got 3 post-Crocodile items to check. But he'll make a save first, because if they're empty, it's much faster to reset out.
Yeah.
Now New Life knows there's a speed booster there.
Surprised NDIAZ.
Right? It's Aghanim
Didn't mirror. Oh man.
I mean, at that point, yeah, how much time are you going to save by mirroring out?
All right, so Andy doing the check here for Crockermeyer. Ivan heading straight to Lower Norfair. The grapple
That means no one's gone
location
to Bubble Mountain.
has a heart container. And a bug catching net at the Indiana Jones location.
What are you doing resetting? That's the most important item in the game, Andy.
He doesn't have to swag in today, so he didn't decide to pick it up.
You can always swag at him to get its towel one.
That's true. You're right.
Anytime you ever truly forced to swag at him, and you have to go through the Aga to get to Darkworld.
Yeesh, swordless. Blah.
Yeah, not too many people run that.
Alright, and New Life now doing the check over here to Plasma, which we know is not really anything that they're going to want to keep. And the gold chorizo item was, I believe, just some rupees, a big 10, big 10, big 20.
I see Andy heading straight down to Lone Norfair as well. I don't believe I saw either of them do the Bubble Mountain area.
Andy is going to check the gold chorizo items.
Hey,
Yeah.
charge beam.
Charge beam, nice. That really helps here with gold chorizo when you've already got plasma. And just to confirm, pedestal can be mitts because Ice Palace requires mitts to enter, and Ice Palace is a pedestal dungeon.
And other than mitts,
Chozo wants to sit on the morph ball. Oh, Andy going with supers.
The way that gold chorizo is not long for this world.
Oh, Andy, that's right. Andy didn't go to escape. He did not pick up plasma beam.
True, although he may decide to grab that before the Mother Brain fight if he feels like he doesn't have enough supers.
Yeah.
And he takes the immediate exit into the Mire area.
That like ether, I believe.
And gets his mitts. Andy is officially in go mode.
Wow.
At an hour 46:18.
Why is it that the key is like always right there? Hookshot cave, you get the fire rod for Turtle Rock. You get the mitts for Mire.
Except when you're playing it yourself.
True.
Nice beam in Desert Palace. This is not required, but it's very helpful.
Yeah, it definitely makes the Torian passage with the Metroids a lot faster.
Yes, because otherwise you need 3 power bombs to kill a Metroid.
Yeah, New Life grabbing their Varia suit. Opting to use power bombs to destroy these little yellow gacky dudes. It's a little bit faster if you use super missiles because it's just I think once per missile
eliminated
per...
immediately.
Very nice.
So his Torian is now open.
He still needs Phantoon. He did not go to
No,
rescue.
he didn't kill Phantoon? Okay, then he must kill Phantoon first.
Yes, but that would be quick. Once you finish like everything in Link to the Past, save and quit, hard reset, do wreck ship, you're golden.
Now, question is, will he pick up that charge beam for some hot microwave action?
I would suspect that he would, but maybe not. I don't know.
Well, yeah, his ammo may be looking a little iffy from other brains, so that could be another
True.
incentive to pick it up.
Yeah. I mean, we could, through Mr. Meyer, Turtle Rock, and GT, find quite a few more missiles and super missiles to help out with that ammo requirements.
But is that the risk you want to take?
Sorry?
Is that a risk you want to take, though? Because all your ammo could be on the ped and Ice Palace.
True, you're right. I kind of think that...
Skip from go mode.
Yeah, especially in places like Turtle Rock and Misery Mire where you're looking for the big key, opening any of those chests and getting ammo is definitely a bonus. But probably once they get those big keys, they're just going to be like, see you later.
And no one wants all the ammo to be in Ganon's tower because, while you may have to check almost all the chests, you're probably not going to.
Yeah.
On average, you're going to open at least a dozen chests.
Alright, checkerboard cave. With the magic cape.
I suppose Andy could be trying to check for a tempered sword.
Yeah, the fourth sword location.
Although if he really wants one, it's not that long of a trek. Just grab it out of the red tower.
Yeah. He could go up through the red tower on his way to Torian after finishing Ridley if he wanted to. Instead of going through Link to the Past or Green Brinstar or anything like that. New Life checking the Crumble location. Still looking for those mitts.
Now, I am curious as to why Ivan is checking Bubble Mountain, because I believe we have everything we need.
Well, this is where the exit from Lower Norfair comes, but like
True,
you
but
said,
he also
could be
could have
looking for
chosen to
another sword.
cycle through for the charge beam.
Yeah.
Of course, you can always just go back in there and then exit out into Mayo, since he will have to go back into that Mayo access.
Right, and
Unless
he is
wants
making a point of picking up any ammo that he finds, so they may just be thinking to not have to worry about going back to Gold Chorizo to get Charge Beam, so that they have enough ammo to get through Mother Brain without charge. Yeah, I think he's gonna go get Charge Beam.
Seems likely, given his location.
And Andy did already find the big key from his Meyer, so he is on his way downstairs into the dark. He'll be heading up against Vitreous. Oh, bonked the block.
Then after this, it's going to be straight to the lock with him, and then get into tower.
Yeah.
Always nice when you can add it in like that.
Yep. So this isn't really that bad of a play. Oh, Ivan, you're going the wrong direction, buddy.
Yes, he is foregoing that charge beam. He just wants to go to Meyer. He's confident in his super missiling.
Hopefully. Good green gate glitch.
And Andy has run out of arrows. Having to resort to Master Sword slashes.
Oh, I just noticed that. That's funny. Yeah, whoops.
That's okay. He'll still kill it just fine. I have faith in him. Actually, no,
Yeah.
he's taking damage.
He may be thinking, I should have picked up that magic cape from Checkerboard Cave.
He had a blue potion.
Ooh, nice hammer strats. Ivan with the nice beam pickup.
It's a very easily accessible beam. The 6 crystal for Andy. NDIAZ is killing the Helmasaur. This new life has learned that there's nothing special behind Crocomire. Except for that book, which to him might still be desert access, because there are no Titans on his side. Actually, right now he could go in there through the North Air portal and then mirror. Yeah, nothing did clock. Zanny does not have plasma. He's just going to form a bunch of supers here. Prepare for his Ridley fight.
Nice. It's a really good spot to farm because those rippers drop supers every time. New Life here, checking the Bubble Mountain locations as they still haven't made it to Lower Norfair to go through the Misery Mire portal, looking for those Titans gloves. And Ivan finishing up with his silvers, trying to get those land moles done.
It does require some precise timing.
Very nice there. And Diaz heading through Eastern, clearing up a lot of those crystal dungeons quite quickly. Really good job with those gold space pirates.
Yes. They can be a little tricksy. So there's NDIAZ's third crystal.
Ivan with a pretty stellar mire too. And Andy with 36 super missiles in his inventory there should be able to finish Ridley off quite quickly. Very nicely done.
With 2 missiles to spare.
I've been doing his work through this dark room here in Mire, trying to get that block planted. And gets it and heads through the door.
Now, New Life taking that book to check pedestals. Meds.
Yep.
It's a green rupee for his trouble.
Now, if NDIAZ had gone to pick up his various suit right after completing Aga, then he could have gone to the Mire area with his flute. No, never mind, he can't because gloves.
Yeah, that foot's just not going to be of any help.
Yeah.
Yes, unfortunately, there will be no unleashing of the duck.
Ivan came to the vitreous fight prepared with enough arrows to finish him off.
Let's see how much faster that is.
Andy heading back through these Laura Norfair rooms to head to the Link to the Past portal.
And he will join Ivan on Death Mountain. While NDIAZ clearing out the Swamp Palace, while New Life clears through the desert, efficiently looking for the mitts, but unfortunately we know they are in the wrong spot for that.
They are kind of actually in the right spot, they're just in the wrong reality.
Well, hopefully soon one of them will go to Lower Norfair.
Yes, indeed.
New Life collects his ice beam. And it's ether for the Total Rock. It's good, since apparently he never picked up bombos.
Double ether. I've had quite a bit of double medallion requirements lately.
Well, it's like a 1 in 3.
True. Ooh, big key right at the beginning. Easy.
Alright. Just need the 3 smalls.
Hey, our first shield. That's super cute.
Hooray. To think that eventually that makes shields important in Zelda games, but not by this point.
Andy not even bothering to pick up that little paper plate of a shield.
Which does highlight, the quick communication between the two teams.
Yeah. And while the timer does show that Ivan is a little bit behind, it's actually just because he started his timer late.
Alright, we need one more key from the chest. It's not going to be that chest right there. Where the big key is in vanilla. They will be going ahead and checking the big chest because offering that big key chest raises the possibility this might be the last key they need.
Yeah.
In this case, it's not. Whereas Andy decides to make a slight detour in the hopes of a tempered sword. Instead, just gets a nice little payday. There's that last key we needed. Which means that... Well, Ivan will skip the laser bridge. I suspect Andy will search it for a sword. Your thoughts?
I agree. He could also be banking on when they enter Ganon's tower, and one of them may go right, one of them may go left, that if they find a sword, I'm curious if Andy may go to the different direction to pick that up, or we'll have to see. With boots, and considering that it's Andy, I think he could probably get through Laser Bridge quite quickly.
And squared heading in.
Alright, so this is where they're going to find out that the gloves are in the mire shed. Or mitts, sorry. Mitts.
Two items.
3 items.
Powder.
Powder is nice. And 5 rupees. Let's see if Trinex happens to hold the last sword.
So there's one more item in here.
That's not a sword.
I don't believe I saw the compass, which places it in the big key chest. If no tempered, we're getting hammer strats.
Very nicely done.
Also, Ivan is
gets the
going to
ice
be
on
first
the
entering GT, so I believe there's a game that needs to be played. Am I correct?
Yes! Let's get some guesses in chats for where we think the Ganon Tower Big Key is. Any number between 1 and 22, or you can say a room name, like for instance, I usually guess chest number 9, or as I would normally pick, the Fire Snake room.
I'm going with 14.
Alright. Is that Bob's chest, or counting right side?
Depends which way they go.
Just 14, either way, huh? Alright, let's take a look. First 2 chests here. Small key. Missiles. Alright, New Life. Picking up those Titans mitts.
And boxing unusual 14 will be Bob's chest. But Bob has been killed.
Yeah, so it'll just be an anti-fairy. All right, chest 4, 5, 6, and 7 coming up. Chest 4. Wow.
Congratulations to everyone who
ALG.
guessed chest 4.
Fred, Chuck, Dave. Legal Bagel. Looks to be the only 2 who guessed chest 4. Andy's still opening some chests. Probably still looking for our sword. What kind of bagel is a legal bagel? Is that a tasty kind of bagel?
Well, I assume so because bad tasting bagels are.
But what if it's so good that it should be illegal?
I'm pretty sure there's an international.
You cut out an international what?
Code that grants an exception for bagels.
Oh, great. Perfect. All right, let's see here. The Ganon Tower climb starting for Team Farts here. Red team on the right.
Tempered sword making quick work of the monsters. Got Andy down.
Yeah, I was going to say, Andy's only down to 5 arrows. Let's hope that he doesn't make the mistake of going into Ganon with only 3.
He has 10 now.
He did stop to pick some up from under the pod there.
And even if he did run out, he can do master sword spins.
Oh, yeah. All right, Landmo 2 here for Ivan. 1 single shot, 2 single shot, 3 shots. Landmo 2 done.
Get the hat trick.
Andy starting his ascent here up Ganon's tower. New Life pushing around a block here, Misery Mire.
This Wizro boom here, it'd be nice if I knew that when I was a kid.
Right?
Such a nice way of clearing it.
It's crazy the applications of items that you learn about later that you were like, oh man, how could I not know that?
Well, especially Red Cane.
Yeah. Alright, Ivan here in the first torch room as Andy finishes up the gauntlet rooms.
And he uses that powder. Looks like that powder was out for pickup after all.
Also a 0 or single cycle landmill for Andy.
I was gonna check these chests.
Wave beam. Ohio.
Do they care about wave beam enough to take it for Andy to pick it up before Tillian? You know what? I think he will.
Yeah, I think so too. Second shield. Don't imagine Andy will be opening that chest either.
Nope, I do not believe there were any more fireballs for them to dodge.
Are we gonna get a double hover?
Ivan
Very nice, Ivan.
I'm actually a little surprised he didn't go for that chest there to open it up for Andy.
Yeah, we'll have to see if Andy decides to do that.
And I'm up for the double hover.
New Life finishing up Misery Mire. NDIAZ finishing up Desert.
I'm for the geometry battle.
Team Disgusting Hover is being said in chat. Is that kind of like is that like a euphemism for farts? Because,
Oh yeah, like, what do you think of those little clouds you saw?
yeah. Andy is going for the kill. Shot and missiles.
Oh wow. Just a reminder, hovering is allowed for those of you who may think otherwise.
Yeah, of course. Ooh, I've been getting chased by that trident. That was really scary.
Yes, and
All right, so New Life heading on to
they
fight
don't have a
Ridley.
flute. How is something that duck?
That's true. You make a really good point with that. Wow.
They should change the logic.
Yeah.
Don't yoke the whole programming. Aga doesn't spawn unless you have the flute.
All right, so New Life heading over to finish up Ridley. Still has
Right,
Turtle
this-
Rock to complete.
Phase 3 of
NDIAZ heading into Misery Mire. That will be his second to last crystal. And while Ivan has Tempered Sword, it will be a much quicker Ganon fight, but he does still have to go in and finish Phantom. So while Andy is going to take a little bit longer doing Master Sword Ganon, they may end up being really close even in time. Really nicely done on Ivan's part.
That's 1G.
Yes,
Just
let's
come by
get
the
our
brain for the
first
other.
G in chat for Ivan. Finishing up Link to the Past.
See New Life getting close to Ridley.
And Andy entering into Phase 3. And Diaz picked up his big key for Misery Mire. Going to be heading over here to the left to go to the boss room. Or going back to the right. Did you find the silver arrows in Brinstar? Yes, we did, Ganon. Thank you. One more arrow for the pug, and we'll be finishing up with a second G for Andy.
So he will be the... Assuming he doesn't go grab the... That does seem like quite the dip just for plasma.
Yeah, that's true. Or
Yeah, he just hit
Yep.
the reset button. He's going straight there. First, he will refill his missiles.
yes. So Ivan facing off Phantom.
Oh,
New
55.
Life
Yeah, he has
just
plenty.
finishing up. Yeah. New Life just finishing up Ridley, as NDIAZ is a couple rooms away from Vitreous. All right. Andy with the elevator down into Torian. Ivan finishing up Phantoon as NDIAZ with his silver arrows in hand heads into the Vitreous fight.
And he has plenty for him.
All right, one more room of Metroids. Obviously not counting the baby Metroid. Oh no, misses one. Nice job. We'll see here if Andy's able to get the baby skip done, as Ivan is heading his way through Criteria over to the Torian elevator.
After a quick recharge, she'll be joining Andy.
Both with 55 super missiles. Really good. And he gets their baby skip. Very nice job.
Done.
Now he's going for the Spark Zeb skip. Ooh, just misses it. Okay. Changing that. Nice.
And he gets a different skip.
All right, on to phase 2.
See New Life heading into Hyrule Castle. He might be thinking to go ahead and grab that plasma.
It's a little bit of a walk to Zelda's chest, but
While NDIAZ makes his way over towards Ridley.
yeah, he's got a lot of super missiles to farm for Ridley. Oh, they both got a baby skip.
Double baby skip.
Very nice.
Your baby, I can.
Newlife picking up that plasma. Heading to the rock.
I haven't going ahead and taking a safety save.
Just a couple seconds longer, and Andy will be entering the 4th phase, or the Hyper Beam mode, as Ivan's going for a short charge speed booster Zeb skip. NDIAZ starting his Ridley fight as New Life enters into Turtle Rock.
Down goes Mother Brain.
Yep, and as Andy finishes up, Ivan enters into phase 2, and NDIAZ finishing up his Ridley fight. And I'm pretty sure, as anybody's about to ask, Andy will not be saving the animals.
Oh wow. Saving them is canon.
It's true.
They appear in Metroid Fusion.
And Ivan now finishing up phase 3. Here we go with the rainbow beam from the brain. New Life about to pick up the Turtle Rock Big Key. Andy with the really good spark up the Criteria Escape Shop. Ooh, he almost had me fooled there going into a morph ball. Alright, and we have Andy finishing in first place of our 4 runners with an official SRL time of 2 hours, 26 minutes, and 46 seconds.
Well done to Andy.
Ivan should be following suit very soon, finishing up the 3rd phase of Mother Brain. Alright, and Ivan finishing up with the Mother Brain fight now as well. Just a quick run up to the Samus ship, and we'll have Andy join us. Welcome, and GG.
GG.
Thanks for popping in. We're going to have a really short interview because we've got Mega Man 2 coming up on this channel right after this. So
Nice.
very well done for your first win, Team Farts.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Pretty good. We played that seed really well. It was kind of a weird early game, followed by me following Ivan throughout the early Dark World segments.
Well, yeah, the hunt for the Mets.
Yeah. We were just pretty locked out of almost everything, and then we got like little bits and pieces here and there. Mirror and Pod leading to Swamp. Then that Gravity Suit and Pendant Hero was pretty rough.
Yeah, for sure. Especially since Lamp was at Shack Tool.
Yeah.
And Fire Rod was a ways away too.
Yeah, well, so when I got Lamp, like I guess Ivan was waiting like at the Hammer Peg Bridge or something like that until I actually got the Shack Tool item to see if he needed to go get Grapple.
Yeah.
And then when I got Lamp, I was like, all right, well, we probably have to go get Flute for something. And then Ivan found Speed Booster literally right after that. So it was.
If I may cut you off for just a second, congratulations to Ivan for your second place time of 2 hours, 30 minutes, and 10 seconds.
GG, Ivan!
Team Fonts is officially the victor.
But yeah, other than
Let's get
that,
in here too.
he was pretty good.
So I just have one small question to ask you. You not check your arrow count when you went into the Vitreous fight?
Nope. I went to pull out my bow and I'm like, oh god, I have 3 arrows. This might be a little sketchy.
Yeah, and then
fortunately, you
leaving
had that-
Magic Cape at
I left that bad boy behind. When I was leaving Rex ship, I asked Ivan what the one weird good thing was that he found in Red Tower, and we couldn't remember for the life of us what it was. And then it had to be that sword that I never got.
Yep.
I was wondering why you never went to pick it up.
Welcome,
forgot it
Ivan.
was there. I wonder if Ivan's audio is still all messed up.
Hello.
Hello.
Greetings.
Welcome, MGG.
Yeah. Thanks.
Congratulations on your win.
Well,
So, how
just
were you
wanted to-
feeling when that crab gave you that hug early on?
I was really considering skipping Ice Rod Cave, but I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah, it was very good find the hook trap being there.
Yes, those evil crabs.
Well, it was super interesting to watch you guys in the way that you effectively split up the routing very evenly. It worked out to your benefit. It was also really fun to watch you guys almost back-to-back in Ganon and then following through with Mother Brain. It's a good thing you guys weren't against each other, because that would have been a really close race.
Yeah, I had a nice laugh when I got Charge Beam on left side GT, and Ivan's just like, man, is that even worth it? Would have been nice to have that plasma that I never got from Zelda Cell. But
Yep. It was like the upgrade to your sword and upgrade to your beam that you just didn't make the time to go pick up. But you did very well running around with Master Sword, and so GG with that.
Clearly did not need them.
Yeah. Yeah, well, like, after I left Rex ship, there was, like, zero reason for me to ever go back to Red Tower for a sword. And then we found Charge so late that it was never, like, an opportune time to go into Zelda Cell. Especially, if we had less ammo, I would have gotten Plasma, probably.
55 missiles,
Yeah,
plenty.
Yeah.
So we did notice that you were opening like Laser Bridge. Were you hoping to find that fourth sword?
Yep. Yeah, that's why Ivan skipped it.
That's what we figured. Well, just another GG to both of you. We've got Mega Man 2 coming up in 3 minutes or so.
Wow, they did not
Just want to
schedule a lot
shout
of
out.
time.
Sorry?
They did not budget a lot of time for these.
Yeah,
Lucky to
no,
see
I'm
finished.
We did
The
start a little
interviews
late,
That is true.
True.
but
But again, GG to both of you. You can hop over to Speed Gaming 2 and check out how the race is going between your coming up opponents and see who you're going to be going up against. And anybody else in chat, if you also want to hop over to Speed Gaming 2 or stick around for the Mega Man 2, that's a good race to watch. But thank you again, both of you runners, doing an excellent job, very entertaining, and keeping us going in this tournament. And we'll have to see who you go up against next week.
GG.
GG. And just one more quick shout out to our other support crew here, Merc249 and Pansneck, helping us out with tracking tonight. And Lachlan, thank you so much for joining me on commentary.
Thank you as well.
I'll be looking forward to watching your match coming up on Sunday as well.
In my pot again. Goat.
Yeah.
Albies.
All right. Well, thank you, Speed Gaming, for sticking around to watch this race for our tournament today. We're go ahead and let them get ready for the Mega Man 2 race. And I'll be heading over to Speed Gaming too. So if I see one of you guys there, have a great evening.
Take care, everybody.